I do agree that um, government has to have developed some formal framework, some policy, and how it's going to approach oil exploration and drilling on a whole, whether it's offshore or inland, because we don't have one currently in this country. And my understanding, especially from the recent meetings held with the Ministry of Petroleum, is that they are working on it, and that it's an ongoing process, and that there has been some key policy decisions made, like the one minister mentioned earlier, where I think it's about three of them, no, of these concessions that have expired, that had jurisdiction in offshore areas, that they have not been renewed. So I know that that ministry is now working on the framework. They've been consulting. I know they've started their consultations, and we look forward now to participate in that. The bottom line is that yes, we have to have a clear policy, and I'm sure that that policy will take into consideration the whole issue of offshore drilling and World Heritage sites, because we are committed to keep our status as a World Heritage property, and so we should see the whole issue of offshore exploration addressed in whatever framework is developed at the end of the day. Belize is a government, Belize is a country which is rich in our natural resources. And at the end of the day, we must make those natural resources work for the country and for the people. It might even sound philosophical, government always talk about a balance between development and conservation. They're not at two opposite ends of a stick. They should actually go together. But I think that we need to strengthen our procedures and our processes to ensure that when those decisions are made, when you have done your analysis to develop our natural resources, that at the end of the day you see those development come to fruition, and you actually get what you are supposed to get as a country when you have permitted those things to happen. What has been happening a lot is that you get a proposal, you permit these developments to happen, but at the end of the day, these people really didn't have the backative to really develop these places. So that's the context that I use dead race, because a lot of people come to Belize. We're rich in natural resources. They gain access to some of these areas, and they use that to now try and go and raise funds to develop something. And it should really be the other way around. We should encourage that when these people come here, they're really serious investors, and that we could see the development happen to the end, so that we could now realize those benefits that we foresaw when we actually permitted these things to happen.